So today is a very big day. I'm going to be doing the longest and the toughest hike of my entire life. It'll end up being 30 kilometers in total and will take probably about 9 hours to complete, with a climb of probably about 1500 meters, maybe a bit more. So that's already at least 200 meters higher than climbing Ben Nevis. So that on top of like the 19-mile hike is going to be absolutely killer. I feel like this is kind of like the kind of final pinnacle of kind of the trip. Obviously a pinnacle is only meant to be one point, but there's been certain times that I think doing Sky Pond in the Rocky Mountain National Park, I think doing Angel's Landing in Zion, I think doing like the big walk in the Grand Canyon, for example, they're all like kind of pinnacle points in my opinion. But today is kind of like the final one of those. So it's a massive day and it's going to be exhausting and it's going to kill me. But hopefully the snow isn't too bad at the top. I know there is snow at the top. So hopefully it's not too bad that it's like impassable. And you can see actually over there is the falls where I was at yesterday. So going the opposite way today. So yeah, I can currently see the lower falls, which is this bit here, the middle, and then obviously the upper. That's pretty awesome. And yeah, I was right at the top, like just right there yesterday. So yeah, got a way to go. This isn't quite the bit that I'm going up to the top of, but it's almost like that. So that looks very, very high. So one of the good things about today is that the hike that I'm taking, like the first maybe 4 or 5 miles are somewhat busy, but because I'm up so early, it's really quiet. I haven't seen anyone for like a good 15 minutes, and then like beyond there for like the rest of the time it's going to be really quiet, like really isolated. So that'll be nice. But there have been like a few sightings of like black bears in the last couple of weeks, so we'll have to watch out for that. But right now I've got a bit of a stream crossing. It's going down, you can see the valley floor there. Yeah, nice.
Darling, it's this.
Let's have a look at this view. It's got the Yosemite Falls. And you've got the whole valley in front there. But yeah, that's amazing. So as you can tell, I'm a bit out of breath, but I'm currently just under an hour in, and I've done about 3.4 kilometers and climbed like over 600 meters, which in terms of gradient essentially means for every 5 meters I'm walking horizontal, I'm gaining at least 1 meter vertical, which is actually quite steep. So it's been quite hard so far, but the views make it all worth it. Currently got an amazing view at the falls. You can kind of see like the splash area as well, and then all the way down to the bottom. It's pretty special.
It's where I'm living now. Yeah, we always knew.
So I've made it to like a bit of an opening. You got Half Dome up there, but a couple of weeks ago this area had a rock fall, and I imagine this tree that's been knocked over and this tree that's been knocked over as a result of that. Timed it quite well because this was closed a couple of weeks ago, so yeah, fortunate to be here now, and hopefully no more falling rocks. So yeah, I've made it to Union Point, which stands at 1,950 meters. I haven't quite obviously climbed that elevation. It's probably done like 800, 900 meters. I'm still heading all the way up there. So we've got quite a bit of climbing still to do.
The day would come, 'cause all we had was a spark. But one day soon, when the sparks all bloom in the chase.
So you can now see I'm well above the height of the waterfall where I was yesterday. Oh yeah, that cliff there, that's the sheer face that I was like, oh, I won't be going up that high. But turns out I'll be going up higher than that, so I guess I was wrong there. But yeah, this view is obviously just incredible. I mean, you see where I started, down at the bottom somewhere. But that right there, this cliff here, that's El Capitan. If you haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend watching the Dawn Wall. Shout out to Adam for first recommending that one to me. But there was a few years ago, I can't remember how many years ago it was actually, but there was a couple of climbers that actually scaled the face. I don't think you can see the face. It might be that face, I can't remember. But they basically climbed to the top of there, which is very impressive.
Back the dark, I'm gonna see you again on them gold streets, standing next to me. I know I'm gonna see you again. Darling, won't be long till every trace of trouble is gone. We'll be together and I'm not sure what that means, but I know it'll be better than we ever dreamed when I see you again. Has arrived when we meet once more. Better say something like, I always knew you could be like this. I saw flashes and glimpses before, but they fade, they seem like a distant dream when you're walking through the door. When I see you again on the gold streets, standing next to me, I know I'm gonna see you again. Darling, won't be long.
So this is the other side of the valley. So obviously Half Dome's there, so I've been over that side, and now kind of obviously reached the top and heading into the second valley. But over there you can see the top one is Nevada Falls, and the bottom one here is called Vernal Falls. And actually the route that I'm taking will take me somewhere all the way around, and I'll end up pretty close to them, so that'll be very cool. And yeah, got an amazing view of Half Dome there.
Leave behind so much left to say, but we'll have time. Forever there's another day. Leave behind so much left to say. We'll have time. Stay forever, there's another day. When I see you again on the gold street, standing next to me, I know I'm gonna see you again. Darling, won't be long till every trace of trouble is gone. We'll be together and I'm not sure what that means, but I know it'll be better than we ever dreamed. We'll be together and I'm not sure what that means, but I know it'll be better than we ever dreamed when I see you again.
Yeah, this view is just amazing. I think it almost like encapsulates this whole trip, because you've got, you know, mountains, you've got Half Dome there, you've got waterfalls, you've got snowy mountains, you've even got like a canyon thrown in there. I think this has to be view of the trip, to be honest. I think this is the postcard right here. Like, if I can I give you a 0.5? I can't, no. If I could capture like a bit more within this frame, then this right here is postcard of the trip. I think this is what I'd send to everyone.
When I see you again,
17.5 kilometers in, and I think I've just done the last bit of climbing that I'll have to do. I mean, this isn't the highest point I've been at. I was up there somewhere earlier, but kind of came down a bit into the valley and then back up again. But now it should all just be flat or downhill. So that's the hard work done, supposedly. But yeah, I can see the falls again, and it's just to show how far kind of I've had to come round. And there's Half Dome, like literally right in front of me as well. So
take yours and I'll take mine on the right hand side. I'll rest and you'll find that you take rest.
So this right here is the Nevada Trail at the Nevada Falls. This is actually the one that I was pointing out earlier from like the other side, where you kind of see the two waterfalls. But you can see there's also like a nice little rainbow coming off of it at the moment. The camera's not picking up the colours as well as like what I can see. And then you've got all this. So yeah, I was all the way at the top there earlier.
These words and make them right. So one day you and I will write
Look at this river.
in the sky.
It's crazy.
We'll confide, and I'll find mine on the right of your side. And I'll find mine on the right of your side. If I throw away my fear and pride to set things right, then I'll find mine on the right of your side.
So just to show it off again, I was all the way up there, worked my way through that dip kind of there, and then was all the way up there. So yeah, some hike. I was definitely at least at the top there. I think actually I was further beyond. There's a peak beyond that. So yeah, I'm now on the valley floor again, kind of like in the kind of campsite area, and I've got like 45 minutes of just walking on this flat. So I've officially made it back to the car. The last 45 minutes have completely killed me. I can't walk like 20 more meters, but I made it, and I can't believe it. It was, in the end, 30.6 kilometers, which is 19 miles at least. It took me 7.5 hours on record, but it was probably closer to 8 hours because I had like a lunch break and stuff. Yeah, in the end, it was 3,800 calories burnt, which is just ludicrous, and 1,500 meters in elevation gain. You could either say that that's just over double what Snowdon is, so 2 lots of that, or you could say that it is like 200 meters more than climbing Ben Nevis. So yeah, really, really tough work. Yeah, I'm super proud because that is the longest walk I've ever done, and that's also the greatest climb I've ever done combined. So yeah, I can't believe it. And the views were just amazing. Like, it was so worth it. Like, partly for the achievement, but also yeah, the views were just, yeah, you'd pay to see them. It's hard to find like a different superlative to use. Yeah, gonna go back now and chill out and eat some food. But yeah, what a day.